My name is Jimmy Rogers. I'm 50 years old. I'm from Chicago, but I grew up in Tennessee. I graduated in '93. I worked a little while, but at an early age, I got jammed up in some uncurricular activities, and things happened. I went to prison in Tennessee, did 23 years, got out, came to North Carolina. I was working, got a job, but I failed again due to some wrong decisions. Did 36 months, got out, and I couldn't make it on probation or parole, and I got locked back up again and got out, but now I'm all right, I'm blessed. Well, when I got back on a parole violation, I was asking around and I was talking to a fellow inmate, and he told me about the reentry program, how it can help me. And so one night, it was a Tuesday night, I went down and Mr. Little was there, and he didn't want to let me in, but because of rules and regulations, but he let me in anyway, and it helped me. He taught me some things like for his tie, for his how to conduct myself in an interview, how to talk, how to present myself, and not to let my pride get in the way. The barriers that I faced before I got in Goodwill was I was gonna be homeless when I got released. I didn't know if my job was gonna take me back, and the old neighborhood and people that I was going back around, so that was gonna be a good bad barrier for me. I didn't want to come back, and I'm not coming back. I'm not going back to prison. And during the procession with Goodwill, like I said, it kind of opened me up, kind of helped me drop my pride, because I had a lot of pride. Didn't want to ask nobody for help, or if I asked, I felt like they'd hold it over my head, so nah. But it's not like that. Before I got out, I went to Mr. Little, and I asked him, could he help me find a job? Because I really wanted to transition from Gaston County to around Catawba County or somewhere. I didn't want to go back there. And he looked around and he gave me some trucking jobs to look at. And I couldn't, being locked up, you limited to your resources. So when I got out, I called him and I kind of told him what I was doing. But then when I went to my boss and I presented myself, because it was a job I had before, and I presented myself to him, my boss gave me another chance. And I called Mr. Little and I told him what I was doing. And he was more excited than I was. But we talked about how to fill out the application, how to present yourself, and how to talk, how to own that conversation, how to own that room at that time, because that's the only chance you're gonna really get. I overcame being homeless. I overcame having doors shut in my face saying that I can't help you, but I overcame. I would call Mr. Little and I would tell him, and he was just gotta keep pounding. He would give me little seminars where we went through during the class, but I overcame. I got a house now. When I got out, I had a blueprint sort of to go by. So I would tell the people that I meet or others like my friends to give Goodwill a chance, because they do help. All the stories that they hear with Goodwill ain't gonna do this, or they gonna put you on the back burner, I can honestly say they won't. But you gotta have the initiative to do it. The best advice that I would give somebody, and what's most beneficial for me, was that I can succeed, that I can be successful, that I don't have to walk on eggshells and think about what other people say, that I can go into an interview with a good tie on, because Mr. Little taught us how to tie a tie, on how to present myself and own that conversation at that time. And I would tell that person, give Goodwill a chance.